Hey everybody, it's Garth. I am at a place today that a lot of people would like to see for sale, and guess what? Now it's going to be. It's pretty exciting. I'm in Helper on Main Street. If you haven't guessed, it's one of those historic buildings. So let's turn around and take a look and see what we have here. So what we've got going on today is the old Salle Hotel and restaurant, and all kinds of activities have been held there, and it is going to be fun. There is so much history in this building. Some might even think it's haunted, but that remains to be seen when we go check it out. It's got a lot of character. Look at these old signs. Um, just imagine what it would be like lit up at night with a bunch of people going in here. Think back to when they were coming in and out in the 1920s. It was built in 1922. It's a little over 10,000 square feet in total. There was a hotel on the top two floors and a bar and restaurant on the main. So let's go take a look at the inside. It might be a little bit spooky, it might be a little bit creepy, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to have some light assist at some point here, but check this old bar out. The old countertop here with the stools and the mirrors and the dispensers. A lot of history here. It's in need of quite a bit of work, as you can see as we go through the video. However, if you get the right kind of vision, the right kind of dream, there can be so many things that you can do with this whole building. We've got a ton of open floor space for, dancing, entertaining, music, more restaurants. There's even an annex on here that will accommodate. It used to be a salon, and that's pretty cool too. So why don't we check out the perimeter of the main floor? So besides the cool old wooden bar, we've got a restroom on this floor, but let's go behind the bar. Pretend you're the bartender today. Serving up the old railroad and miner folks and travelers in the 1920s and 30s and 40s and such. That's pretty cool. Back here, we've got some utility rooms. They're dark right now, so I'm not going to take too much time in there, but you can see there's all kinds of space in here. Old brick wall back there. There's our gas furnace that's more modern. I wish I would have, this thing was running while I've been alive. It would have been cool to have been here, but I missed that. So back here's the salon. Right now it's got a lot of storage stuff in here. Another part of it over here. So this is annexed off of the south side of the building. But imagine your staff quarters here for the manager or whatever you end up doing at the building. You can separate that back into here. We had a friend make us a video that shows some AI 1920s characters and vehicles running around. That'll be fun to use. So this is the basement down here. It might have been a speakeasy. It might have been just a private get-together area. But there's a whole nother lounge down here. You have more dance space. Kind of wide open in this area. But this is the cool part. It's kind of set up for private parties and get-togethers. But, oh shoot, of all the days for my light to kind of start to fail. But you've got these old booths and the wood finishings. There's a lot of fun stuff down here. And, ooh, what was that over in the corner? Did you see it? Hope I don't see it again. Oh, crap. There we go. Well, anyway, I'm going to show, guess what? Geez whiz. Okay, I'm going to have to feel my way out of here there we go. We'll go back into the kitchen part. You can see this old soda fountain bar here. Belly up to it and have a drink or three. Oh, no. It is haunted. This light was working earlier. So there's some cartoon characters around the walls. I better get upstairs before I completely run out of juice. Did I tell you I got locked in here the other day? That wasn't all that much fun, but Darcy saved the day. Okay. Now I found my way. Okay. Now I can see a little bit. You can't, but I can. So whatever ghost that was, we'll be having words. So up here there's 27 rooms in total, plus a couple bathrooms. So back in the era that this was built, they did things a little bit different with your places to stay. So thanks for joining me, Jenny and Clara. So we've got a little mural on this part, but look at the wood on these doors and the frames. Those are pretty awesome. The old radiator heat. You got the view out to the main street and rail yard. Excuse me. So this room has an angled side to it, so that's pretty cool. But what they did is had enough room for a bed and a dresser and a sink inside, and then the restrooms were in the back. But we'll check out a sample of these rooms. Some old furniture still left here. I mean, a lot of stuff going on back in the day. Pretty cool. Room number 1, room service. Look at this old staircase. Imagine that all shined up and service. I mean, it's good, steady staircase, but imagine when it's dressed up and you've got the shine back on it. Here's another mural on the other side of the hallway. So if there's anybody watching this video that has any history with seeing this place when it was functioning and whether it was a restaurant or the boarding house hotel situation, that would be fun to hear from you while we're on here. So all of these rooms have beautiful doors. The closet doors are beautiful. I mean, this excellent wood. I can picture somebody taking this structure and combining some of these rooms and putting individual bathrooms in there. If we go down here, we've got this hallway. And so there's room 11. One thing we don't have is a room 13. Well, we do, but I'll show you why it's a safe bet. So here's the women's bathroom. You know, they shared a lot of space back in the day. All these older places, older homes and stuff have smaller rooms and hallways, but then we have the bathroom. Like they have the toilets there and a shower here, which the shower's been removed, but you can kind of see it was a quaint little space. There's number 13. Who wants to stay in 13? I'm not afraid, but I won't fit. And since 13 is usually considered bad luck, now it's a closet instead of a room. So that's kind of fun. Out to the fire escape through that one. So in the back corner, we have facing Palmer Street, this room here. And some of them are adjoining rooms. So you've got your closet, your sink, view out the back. And we can go share a room here so we can double up. It's got, oh, there we're back. I'm high enough in elevation, but pretty solid brick building, so it probably cut out some of my service there. And we get to the top here. There's room 25. There's some old notes from back in the day. Keep quiet and walk softly so you don't disturb the people who are sleeping there. There's our fire hose. You don't see that in new buildings anymore. Quite the same. So here's the front rooms on Main Street. So this one's similar to the one below it, but it's up one more story, so you've got a better view of what's going on. And from this window, you can see north on Main Street toward the bluff. That's pretty fun. And then we've got this. So we didn't need space to go up another set of stairs, so they have another room here. Pretty fun here. And this one, you're right outside the Salle sign. Or it's right outside of the room, excuse me. But that's kind of cool to see that iconic sign up front, up close, I mean. So this room is in the center of the front of the building. One more time. Here's the top of the staircase. I mean, it's a pretty majestic staircase, nice and wide, but beautiful wood railings and posts. Look, this one almost looks like it wasn't all that long ago, that it was the 1920s. So this is the southern corner. If you like trains, you can totally watch the trains from your room out of this one. Oh, look at this wardrobe. Isn't this fun? That's really neat stuff right there. Down, check it out. I just imagine the travelers in the early days. One more room there, room 23. So each side's kind of a mirror of the opposite side. This one has a sink behind the door as well. But can you imagine all the possibilities? Even before you turn it into anything modern, this would make a great spook alley, wouldn't it? So you could do seasonal events here as well, especially once it's completed. But if these walls could talk, we'd learn some cool stuff, I think. I see somebody's asked about the asking price, and it is $999,000. $999,999. Let me get that straight. So here's our bathroom, the bath area, shower area. Pretty much the way it has been for a very long time. Of course, needs a little cleanup there, but I can imagine some of the old ghosties have been cleaning themselves. Here's our toilet room. There's a lot of potential for sure. There's our door to the rear fire escape. And much like the other side, this one also has adjoining rooms. Oops, I spoke wrong. Different ones are adjoining, not this one this time. Maybe they were just on the bottom floor. Yeah, a little bit of cleanup's been going on, but it's a lot of project for one person. But when the right person takes this on, there's going to be some amazing results. If you've seen some of the other restorations on Helper Main Street, this is enough to really get you excited as well. And here's the other end where we started from. Take a look out the window on this side of this building. Good view of the mountains over there. So if you have any ideas for the next buyer, shout them out while we're live here. That'd be cool to see what other people's imagination brings. One more view out the second story window. At the end of the hallway as we go down the stairs over here. So look at that beautiful staircase. Just the wood trim and doors and staircase and banisters and railings are so cool here. The top floor, you probably noticed, but I didn't mention it has a skylight. We had some natural light up there, which was pretty awesome. So you come down here and come into the restaurant and have a bite someday. But I think this is going to be a very fun project. Wouldn't you all agree? There's a little bit more outside. We'll take a look at the exterior. So off of the Poplar Street, I called it Palmer. Whoops. It's hard to walk and talk at the same time sometimes, folks, but here's our Poplar Street side. Right down there is where you can exit northbound or westbound Highway 6. But you've got your fire escapes there. So here was the entry to the dining and dancing downstairs. Probably a little different crowd than the one upstairs. So the LaSalle Annex Dine and Dance. Check that out. And here's the family restaurant. So down there was probably a little bit wilder, maybe a bit more fun. And maybe they had some children's events with the cartoon characters on the wall. But here's our exterior and our sign. There's the entry to the hotel and shop entrance. There's another entry there. A lot of things can take place here in this building. Over here's the salon that I mentioned, the other annex off to the side. It was a barber shop once. So that could be the support area for the main attraction for sure. Got a nice brick building next to it. A little bit of parking here. Heck, even if you had a lot of traffic here, you could probably remove that section and make this all parking for the big show there. So here, tucked in this tree, we have the old LaSalle lounge, dining, barbershop. So I really wish I could go back in time and check this one out. Shoot, while I'm at it, might as well check out the rest of Main Street too. There would have been some pretty awesome action going on in town here. I was just born too late for most of that. But anyway, this one's waiting for somebody to come and make it something special. Bring it back to life like it was in its heyday. Anyway, thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.